sized bag today. This is mostly of metal jewelry. We have some like little beaded stuff. Most of it is metal. I'm hoping it's not overly tangled. I'm doing this right after work and I don't have too long. I've got some other stuff I need to do. But, oh, there's some kind of fabric. We'll see what that is. But it's been a little bit since I've been able to do one. Something's always, I don't want to really claim it, but I feel like something is keeping me from doing it sometimes. But I'm going to get better about doing them more often. So that is going to be my aim. When I first started out, I was posting videos like every single day, and then life just kind of really took hold with that kind of new job and stuff. this top where it says, looks like it says Bajari, but I doubt that's really it. It is in very, very curly cursive. Not sure. But it reminds me of like dark roasted coffee. They would like you add a little bit of cream. It's got those little speckles in it. Yes, I do. I see one. There's the tiniest little rhinestone missing right there. All the other rhinestones are there. The gold color needs to be polished a little bit. So pull up this thing that I have our stuff on and see what it looks like if you polish it up a little bit. It makes a difference, just a little bit of polishing. That could be a really, really lovely piece. And then that is so insignificant you can hardly even tell that it's missing. I don't look for it. That's kind of a stunning necklace. Okay, we've got a necklace that is intertwined on itself. It is for 5 strands. It has to me, I consider that large. Some people may call it medium. It's a Chico's necklace, but it's like that brassy look to it. Oh, look, it had 6. So this was another one. You can see it is clearly broken. It had 6 of them. Yep, because look, it would have come down here and been in that piece. So it had 6 strands. But that one would be easy to clip. Clip that one piece off. And it would look like a 4-stranded necklace and nobody would know the difference. So one strand are these little smoky colored multifaceted beads, little tiny beads. And then you have these brownish ones, they're kind of iridescent brownish and purple. These elongated beads. Then you have these brown ones that are a little bit shorter than these, but they kind of give a little bit too. Not as much as the other ones, but a little bit. Then you have these gold colored little seed beads. And then you have little black colored seed beads. You could leave it long like that, or you could twist it around and put it on your neck like still be a long necklace. Look at that, doubled up, it's still long. That is long. I don't like things that long. That's too long for me. But a lot of people do. And that's why there's so many different types of beautiful jewelry, because so many people like different things. Which is great, because if we all like the same things, not only would it be hard to find the jewelry we want, because everybody buying the same stuff, but it get kind of boring. This is a very dingy lobster claw glass. This is another Chico's, and this is single stranded. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was. This is double stranded too. Very, it's got that weird film on it. Large rings right there with the lobster claw glass. Very tiny rings with a double chain. And then you have a little bit of links of single, and it's like these little, I don't even know what you call that. It's an oval, but it's like a flat pile of mashed potatoes or something. And then you have this doubled, and each color's a little differently, so you have it kind of a little bronzy, a little goldy, a little kind of a grayish, and then a little silvery, and then like a goldish with black spots. But it's made, this part is made with that stuff that never hangs right. It like once it changes shape, it never hangs right again. I don't like that. I like that filament stuff. I can't see. Looks like, yeah, that's filament stuff, but okay. We have a silver tone chain, silver lobster claw clasp. I like these. I don't know why I think these are so neat, but it's like the ones and they're see-through, and it always reminds me of like the when a snake sheds its skin, and it still looks like the snake, but like it's a hole, you can see through it. This always reminds me of that, like a snake skin. And this is actually kind of neat too. Okay, this would not normally be my style of necklace, but I actually kind of like this. It's small, so it would lay where I'd want it to lay. But this is made of the same stuff. That looks like a snake skin. It's all these little rings. Then it has these little tiny woven rings. Look at that. And it's still in really, really good shape. That's actually kind of pretty. That's very unique. I've never seen one quite like this. Have a long chain with nothing on it. This one was catching my eye because of all of these. Look at that, that's pretty. This is a loft, the Antaylor loft. Very dainty little chain. And so you have, this is actually kind of pretty too. So you have these soft edged, like diamond shapes. Then you have these little ovals, and each oval has like these milky, marbly kind of look to them. That one's kind of got like a little turquoise and purple. This one's kind of clear with yellow and purpley and kind of a greeny. This one's got a bright yellow with purple and cream and blue. That one's just kind of cream with a little bit of red. Every one looks different. Look at them. Those are actually really pretty. I like those little pieces of plastic. I like that. That's actually kind of a cute necklace. Yeah. Not one I would ever like just go buy, but I could actually find something to wear with this, even though it's a little bit longer than I usually prefer. But a good sweater necklace, that'd be a good sweater necklace. It's cute. this centerpiece. This little chain, you just have this long rectangle piece. And then you have this other dainty chain with these little nodules on it. You come down here and you have this little milky colored teardrop, multifaceted, and then this little itsy bitsy little baby squid. I just got these little squids. They look like little squids. Okay, and our last piece. Maybe not. This might be two of them. I think this might be two. I think I'm going to have to break out my needles. Sometimes when it's this tight, I have to get my little needle so I can get it apart. I might not need it. This might come apart without me having to fight with it. It is two necklaces, by the way. Yeah, get the needles. So you get two little needles. It's a lot easier when you cannot get your fingernails. You can start getting this stuff apart. You gotta have a lot of patience when you're dealing with these. I remember one time I was not having a good day at all, and I came home and I did a video, and it was not a good day. And I brought some frustrations home, and I got so angry with Jory, and I was like on camera breaking stuff apart, just breaking the chains or whatever. This lady, I assume it's a lady, I'm sorry. It may not have been, but I want to say maybe the name made me think it was, but she was like, when you started breaking this chain, she's like, my heart just ached or something along those lines. And I probably shouldn't have done a video, but I was like, hey, I need to get something out to my viewers. But some days I've learned I just need to hold off, which things have kind of gotten set a little bit more, and I'm having way more good days at work sometimes somebody just kind of moving somebody, even a child changing a classroom makes a difference when, just certain things can push buttons and a child may not get along with one teacher and love another one. It just kind of switching staff around or switching kids around to different staff, it just helps. So sometimes we do that and it resolves a lot of our problems. So once we did that, things kind of settled down a little bit. People think, oh, kids, they're just kids, they should get along with everybody as long as they're taking care of them. No. Just like we have certain people that we like, they do the same thing. And they know early who they like and who they don't. It doesn't matter how much you're taking care of them. If they don't like you, they just don't like you. So, okay, that was enough of my story because I got my 2 necklaces done. Okay, so this one we have a long, very dainty gold tone chain. We still have a couple of knots. Let's get these little knots out first. It's so much easier, little tiny knots, when you have 2 needles. It makes it so easy. You just barely pull, and there you go. That one's out. Now let's get this one. This one's a little tighter. But there we go. Okay. So this is a Lane Bryant necklace. Very delicate little chain. And this is just a piece of plastic. But it's supposed to look like it's like a little geode, but it's black. With a little gold tone on it. My daughter's gonna want this thing. Unfortunately, the gold tone chain looks really nice on that side, and this side does not. It's turning pretty badly. And our last little necklace. Another pretty delicate little chain. Oh, and that one's in a knot too. Let's see. Well, I got it moved down, but it's not really coming out at this point. Come on, you little knot. You can do this. Somebody sounds like playing the weirdest song I've ever heard. It sounds like circus drum.